Okay, so this is our week 4 webinar. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this general class stuff, most of it at least, and just say that remember that the assignments for this week are due one day earlier, so they are due on Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Like I've said before, though, if you do have something unforeseen come along, then please just send me an email or a text and let me know, and I can let you know if we can give you a little bit of time, which a little bit of extra time, which typically that's possible, but just check with me and I can look at things and see how everything's going and give you an idea of if it's possible to get a little bit of extra time if it's necessary. Other than that, if you do participate in the Twitter chat this week, you do get the points for the discussion board question for this week, for week 4, and that means you don't have to respond to my questions or anyone else, actually, and anyone else's questions. So kind of a bonus there if you participate in the Twitter chat, or you can skip the Twitter chat and just do the discussion board, whatever you find best. All right, this is all pretty much from last week or from previous week, so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. So here we do have our first assignment. This week we'll be finishing our tech plan. Just finish the rest of the sections basically and then turn it in. You can have each person in your group turn in a copy of the tech plan, or you can just have one person turn it in and just make sure the names of everybody is at the top of the tech plan, and I can go ahead and grade it from that one submission and just put it in each individual's grade book. Or like I said, you can have everybody just turn in their own copy, but it is obviously the same document for every person in the group. You'll be turning in the same document. Other than that, we're just finishing up the tech plan. Let's see, there also is a technology leadership essay. You're going to be answering 4 different questions in your essay. The essay should be approximately 5 to 6 double-spaced pages, which should be a minimum of 1,400 words. One thing you want to do is you want to make sure you label subheadings, so that I don't miss anything, because you're supposed to be attending to 4 different questions. So those 4 questions should be the subheadings for the paper itself. So I can look and say, oh, there's question number 1, and you're answering question number 1, and there's question number 2, and you're answering question number 2. The questions are these 4 questions right here. So these should be subheadings. It doesn't have to be this entire thing, obviously, but just as long as I know you are attending to this question for the first part of the essay and this question for the second part of the essay and so on. I just don't want to read it and say, I don't know that they really attended to this question, and only to find out, well, you did. It was just a little bit tough to find. So make sure you label each of the sections in the paper by these sections here, just so I know, and just enough of a label so that I know that you're answering this question in one part of the paper and this question in the other part of the paper as you go through. The questions are pretty straightforward, so I won't spend a whole lot of time right now going over these questions. So this will be a quick pre-recorded webinar tonight, but if you have any questions about any of these questions, then feel free to contact me and we can discuss it. Okay, other than that, we have our discussion board. Like I said, if you participate in the Twitter chat, then you don't need to answer these questions, but these are the questions for the discussion board for this week. A couple more questions here, a little bit more detailed, but these are them. So if you choose not to participate in the Twitter chat, then these are the questions you want to respond to, and then make sure you respond to at least 2 other students as well. That's about it for the week. It's just maybe less assignments, but a little intense with the paper and finishing up the final version of the tech plans. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.